That'd be cold. Go, go. They call me the GOAT, but I might be a ghost. Whenever I look around, I can see what I want. The money, attention, and wealth for the family. I know what I want. You cheating the game, you're not up for the challenge. Go. They call me the GOAT, but I might be a ghost. Whenever I look around, I can see what I want. The money, attention, and wealth for the family. I know what I want. You cheating the game, you're not up for the challenge. I'm the realest. Yeah, I see what I want and I get it. You be capping for the clout, you switching. Ain't no switching back. Had the boss up, you can call me triple threat. I be killing every show and get it before the check. I ain't tired yet. Overlapping like I used to run a track. No, I don't even break a sweat. I'm as lethal as an artist really get. I remember Granny cooking fish and grits. When she gave us knowledge, she been showing stick. Now we cooking in this too, talking about this. I'm all over the world. People be sleep so they quack, don't know it yet. Yeah, we ready for anyone standing no way and it's over. I'ma wake 'em up, let me wake 'em up. You will see what I'm about, I ain't one of them. Used to sleep on the floor, head below the rim. Now I'm dunking on like shagging them. I be feeling for people, no sympathy. When they see me with check, they be sensitive. I don't fall in the trap, I be flipping it. Make it look easy, my feet up, I'm kicking it. Over and over, they repeating my, they liking it. But they showing the love, they be trifling. All I'm seeing is rain like lightning. Over and over, straight heat the beat. All you rappers for real ain't touching me. It's a banger whenever I'm walking in. Go. They call me the GOAT, but I might be a ghost. Whenever I look around, I can see what I want. The money, attention, and wealth for the family. I know what I want. You cheating the game, you're not up for the challenge. Go. They call me the GOAT, but I might be a ghost. Whenever I look around, I can see what I want. The money, attention, and wealth for the family. I know what I want. You cheating the game, you're not up for the challenge. They call me the GOAT, but I might be a ghost.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Bam. And just like that. What's happening, everybody? Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome. PhD Youth Sports. I am the professor, aka the Skybox Bully. Well, buckle up, hold on tight. We back with Friday Night Hype Hour. Man, we got a guest I've been speaking with for the last few weeks. We had just officially locked in probably about 3 weeks ago. Officially locked in, got everything down. So the business has already started. It's time to get down. All right. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. How was your work week? Huh? Y'all get it? Y'all get it in? I know y'all got paid today now. Don't act funny now. Don't act funny now. Y'all got paid today. Don't show off. I know how y'all get. Somebody tell me about Somerville. Somebody tell me about Somerville. That's did they please somebody tell me. Monica, what's going on, sis? How you feel? What's going on? Sister up there doing the thing. Monica, what's going on? Somebody tell me about what's going on with Somerville. I see Big Cross, not the little one. Hey, still, fellas, congratulations on making it to the show. Not a lot of people can say that. Not a lot of people can say that. You guys went out there. Hey, it's all good, man. You know, it's all good. Abbeville, congratulations on the win. I see you. I see you. I try not to touch high school too much till it gets right here to this point. I'm always rocking Goose Creek, Patriots, Northwoods, those right there I've worked with. Of course, we still keep an eye on them and see what they got going on. But listen, Friday night, Somerville, what happened with the game? Somebody tell me the score, man. Somebody tell me the score and what happened. Come on now. Somebody do some digging, do some due diligence for your mans. And let's see what's going on. All right. All right, everybody. Well, listen, it's about that time. We're going to sit down and talk with the one and only Diamond Sports Group CEO. All right. I'm going to introduce him to y'all here in just a second. Somebody still go find me that game. Find me the score of that game. What's going on with it? What's going on with it? Come on in. Come on in. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, none other Diamond Sports Group very own CEO, Mr. Don Britt. Don, what's going on, man?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Man, everything is Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday.
Yeah.
No, them folks that got their check done, they gonna act funny now, like they don't They didn't want to come jump on, watch the show for a minute, y'all. We about to pass out some information. It's just like missing church. You don't want to miss Friday night hype hour now. Don't make me call you out. I don't see some of y'all in service on Sundays now.
Uh,
What's going on? Hey, Diamond Sports Group. Now, believe it or not, Don, I've heard of this for quite some time now. Quite some time. But for the people out there who don't know, Diamond Sports Group has been around for how long now?
we're going into our 11th event in Myrtle Beach, so we're about 11 years old.
11 years in. Speaking of Myrtle Beach was the start of Diamond Sports Group. That's where you had your very first All-American game, correct?
Yes, yeah, it's the birthplace. Is what we call home. We don't plan. We left for 1 year,
Yeah.
and when we that 1 year, how big of an impact we have to that area. They flew from South Carolina to Virginia to come to that event to meet me to bring me back. They wanted us to come back. Um,
Ooh-wee.
we just the way we operate. A lot of times, hotels and parks and recs and people, they don't want to deal with organizations that's not going to do the business correct. And
Right.
so I just take pride in doing it the right way. So yeah, that's our home, man, Myrtle Beach.
I think the right way. I mean, 11 years in the game from the beginning. You remember? I'm pretty sure you remember your first one. What's
Yeah.
what's the major difference between that first one and this 11th one?
The thing that jumps right out me, when I read the Bible, it always say what scripture jumps right out to you when you read that passage, right? So when I
Right.
think of what jumped out at me from that question that you just said, it's simply we don't let dads coach their kids. That
Ooh.
you might have had three or four caddies on the team. That means they had four kids on the team, and you know who played all game and who scored all the touchdowns and threw all the passes. It was the coach's kids.
Right.
So I made that change going into year two, that we would no longer have a guy be able to coach his son. His son can play in the game, but he can't coach on that level. And once we made that change, that made a big difference. That, and we put some kind of we put rules in there. We talk to our coaches for 3 or 4 months ahead of time. We already know the coaches tentatively for our next event in May, but we
Right.
already talk, and we get on calls with them weekly and go over procedures. And I just think, and then also vetting coaches. That first year it was basically, hey, I'm looking for coaches. You throw it on social media. Who can help me out? You know what I'm saying? Now we no longer have to. Our coaching database is extensive, over 100 guys from all around the country, West
Mhm.
Coast, East, down South, North. And we just now is, hey, man, you going to let us coach? And then, the coaching guy, Greg Powell, shout out to him. We make sure that we picking the best guys, because here's the problem. You go to an All-American event, right? You should have All-American coaches. Now, we're
Yeah.
not saying again in state championships and all that. Sometimes that's hard to do. But we talking about the character of the coach. Is the character of the coach All American? Is he there to teach, right? Because when we first
Yeah.
started, I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. If I'm talking too
No,
much, just
no,
tell me.
no. Listen, I'm
Uh,
digging. I'm digging where
yeah,
you're going because you touched on something that a lot
yeah,
some talk about, but some don't. All right. When you
yeah,
said character, we're
yeah,
talking about how this man or woman is
right,
as a person. It's
right,
going to reflect on the field. It's going to reflect their the way they articulate it to the kids, to the youth sports, the athletes and stuff like that, and even the parents. If sometimes they have to explain something, but character. I cannot remember last time I heard uh, somebody talk about straight character when they're just picking coaches. You didn't talk, the experience and the veteran and all that stuff is nice, but character actually is a great asset, if you will, to have if you're building something like Diamond Sports Group 11 years in. What's going on, everybody? What's up, sis? Is that oh Lord? Look, you
Who's
don't
that?
know everybody, Fee. Felicia Grant.
I do know.
Don, I don't
Hey,
don't
I
you
do know.
I know
My
you know
girl.
who she is, but don't you admit it. Don't admit it. Lord have mercy. My sister is, man, that's probably like that. That's one of my biggest fans, man. She calls me like 2 or 3 times a week just to check up on me. Hey, how you doing, brother? How you feeling? You good? What you getting into? We have something coming up here with Fee and the NC Raiders, the Low Country Football Group, as you guys know, who is one of our sponsors here. They got some stuff coming up later on right here in the Low Country later on. But hey, listen, right now we're talking about Myrtle Beach, ladies and gentlemen. Myrtle Beach still going down December 27th through the 31st. All right, Doug Shaw Stadium. It's going to, y'all know, yeah, I know. Y'all know about Doug Shaw Stadium. All right. So for real, hey, Marquise Stokes in
Hey,
the building.
I wanted to touch on one more thing before we go past the coaches thing.
Sure, come on.
I want you to think about this, right? Every coach that's winning can't coach, and every coach that's not winning, that doesn't mean he's a bad coach, right?
Right,
Sometimes you just best athletes in your city or in your state, or sometimes you just stacking your team with all of these kids. You're a great recruiter, but
right.
you might not be a great coach.
Ooh.
I don't want no coach to jump on me. I'm
No,
not saying nothing
hey,
about it, right?
you ain't saying nothing that don't need to be said. First of all,
But
and you're
that's
absolutely correct.
true,
You,
right?
we've seen it. We've seen it happen plenty of times. A guy come out there and have the dogs just go out there and just do what the dogs do and kind of run through. But if you take him out of that and take away some of them dogs from him, can he adjust? Can he still make something happen and make it from scratch and go out there with it?
Right, right.
I Nah, that's yeah, you on it. You on one. You on one. So when you picked your coaches, how many coaches you think did you go through? Not naming no names before you have this family right now of coaches that you know, you trust, and they run the show. How many coaches do you think you went through?
I guess I'll just word it and say, from my recollection, we probably had between 5 to 10 head coach type of guys who we
Good.
no longer, you know what I'm saying?
That's
I
not a
mean, we
bad.
we had we had one guy in Myrtle Beach, and he brung the and believe it or not, he brung the Crown Royal bottle out and had it by second base. Because anybody know anything about Myrtle Beach, we practice on at Grand Park, which is softball fields and all that stuff out there. And we go out there and do our checks because we don't just bring the kids and the coaches be out there and my staff is not around. We go
Yeah,
walk survey and we find a Crown Royal bag, right, with some alcohol in it. And so, of course, they took it and brung it, and we brung that coach in. And safe to say, he's no longer coaching again. You can't come out
yeah,
to these practices drunk. You can't come out smoking, smelling like marijuana. We don't tolerate that.
right.
And I might have to keep you for that event once I find out that that's happening. But after that, you will no longer come back. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. No, I mean that's listen, I think if you have a standard, right? Like my nephew Jamie Fordham says, set the standard, be the standard. If you're gonna be like that, and this is a business, right? This is a business at the end of the day, and you have to run it like one. You have to run it like that. Julio Branscombe. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I'm very meticulous about learning how to pronounce names, right? So
Hey, you
Julio,
got to learn. Her son is going to be at the event, so you're going to be saying her son name a little couple of times. You know,
I better get it right then.
yeah.
I better get it right. Branscombe. I believe it's Branscombe. Julio, I'm telling you, I think that's what it is.
Oh,
Fee,
I'm sorry.
Fee,
That's a male, but yeah.
yeah, Julio. Yeah, Julio. His son will be coming to the game. We got you. Julio, tell me if I got it right. When you meet me, I need my selfie. I love taking the selfies and meeting new people and part of the gang and everybody's coming. I hope a lot of y'all are coming. Diamond Sports Group is going down March 27th through the 31st. Now, I believe registration is over with, right? So now the rosters and everything have just been released. We're right now talking to none other than the CEO, Mr. Don Britt. Coach, did you ever coach Don?
Well, I coach right now. I not in the event, and so
Okay.
no one on my staff can coach
Coach.
in the game.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah. I can see, and that's smart right there. Flacco Mando. Aiden can't wait to fly out from Florida to show his talent. Listen, we can't wait to. I'm the type of guy, right? So this is our first event. Myself and Don are doing
Right.
together. Like I said, we spoke. He asked all the questions, and yes, it was strict. It was business. And now talking to him once again and just talking to him us jumping on live, I like it. I like it. I like the way the business ran. I like the way we handled business. I like the way we're getting to the point right now that, man, it's about to be a show. It's about to be a show. It's about to be a show. It's about to be a show going down to Doug Shaw Stadium, 27th through the 31st. All right. Registration, you got to get there, get all your stuff together. I'll pop up. I believe, Don, I think with the 28th, I'm going to pop up later on that afternoon, that evening. So I might, whatever you guys got going on, I might jump in, come over there, say hello, meet and greet a couple people, get in and get out now because it's almost that time. It's on the 29th. It's about clapping pads and swapping paint. Okay, Diamond Sports Group is about to go in. Crystal Witherspoon. So it says, can't wait for Diamond Sports Group event. Lights, camera, action. Crystal, you have no idea. If you have never heard me before on the mic, in the booth, in the skybox, then I guarantee I love the fact that Diamond Sports Group has been around for 11 years, first done. But I'm telling you, we about to bring something to it that's going to put the cherry on top. That's going to put the cherry on top. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. That's exactly what we're about to bring to y'all. Y'all about to be straight entertained. All right. My son is so excited to pay and show off his QB skill. Oh, Caitlin, you got a QB? Hold on now. Hold on now, Caitlin. I know. All right, Mom. All right. I'm kind of partial to the offense. Defense, don't be mad at me. I like y'all. But that
I'm a
offense, that
I'm
offense thing. Well, come on, Don. What are you done?
a defensive guy, man.
Ooh,
I like
see that? Now look, y'all made it even better now. Y'all made it even
yeah.
better. Now it's Professor versus Coach Don. We gonna see who performs a little bit better on the offensive side of the defensive side. But hey, Caitlin, listen, we safe travels. Okay, safe travels. Make it there safe. Y'all leaving plenty of time. Get there. Don't forget. Hey, I shouted you out on the show. I saw the show. Come get your selfie. All right, so we can make memories together. All right. 11th annual Diamond Sports Group All-Star, Youth All-American Bowl. I don't want to get it mixed up. Youth All-American Bowl going down March 27th through the 31st. Julio, you said it exactly right, my brother. That's what I'm talking about, man. See? That's the offensive side. Don't listen to Don when it comes to that defense. Y'all don't listen to Don when it comes to that defense. I got you. I got you, Julio. We got you, big dog. Can't wait to meet y'all. It's where the best play. Go fifth grade, White Myrtle Beach. Ooh, Mikey, you on the white school? All right now. I'm going to remember all this, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm going to remember. I'm gonna start writing down notes, Don. You got so many people. The following, the same people, couple, 2, 3, 4 years. Do you see the same faces from time to time in these events?
Yeah, we like to pride ourselves in saying that we're not just a game because we're not. It's an event. You can go a lot of different places. At the end of the day, the football field size and width and the goalpost and it's normally green, whether it's turf or grass, or sometimes it's brown because it's old it's old grass. But
Right.
it's still the game doesn't change, but
Right.
it's everything else around it. But we're a family, right? Diamond Sports Group, you will start to learn that we're a family. You can
Yeah.
come to an event and then you go in somebody's city, you throw out the bat signal, the diamond signal, like I like to say, and somebody's going to invite you to dinner or lunch or, hey, come hang out. And then we find out that when our kids go into high school, now they start camping together. They start meeting each other at these high school camps and stuff like that. But man, we got kids that start in the second and third grade and they stay coming to events, sometimes all three, but more
Yeah.
at least one year, man, until they age out. And it's wonderful to see a kid that starts at a third grade level. And then you see him by the time he's an eighth grader. It's just a great thing to see. And good thing that we've been around 11 years. We've seen it. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
listen,
And
that was gonna be my next question to see like what that feeling right there. I always say the same thing, right? PhD U Sports, it's bigger than the game. I like the fact that you get to watch a young student athlete grow, blossom into just a budding, like, man, he's going to be a terror in high school type player. And you saw him all the way from the third grade. That's got to make you feel like you're definitely doing something right here with Diamond Sports Group. What's going on, everybody? Hold on, I'm gonna get it in. You got a lot of people chiming in, my guy. Let's see here. Let's see. Ronnie, oh my goodness, hold on. That's one of my knuckleheads right there.
yeah,
Ronnie
he said play some
said,
country music. I
I,
like country music. I'm
listen,
not opposed. Go ahead and
see,
play some. Get you them.
see, Ronnie. It's the mashups. I'm gonna kill him with the mashups, Ronnie. You already know I play the country music, so don't even play me like that. You already know I play a little bit of everything. I see who's out there. That's what you got to do. That's my job. Okay, then you got to know your crowd. I ain't no DJ now. Please don't come up there trying to ask me to mix or play I got a list. It's edited, and let's leave it alone and let's leave it at that. Okay, you'll enjoy the announcing and all the announcements and the spotlights that we'll be putting out there with your student athlete, with some of the sponsors. Diamond Sports Group has some stuff that we're going to go out there and put out there. Thanks to the group, the team of Diamond Sports Group for doing what you guys do. I know it's more than Coach Britt, but hey, listen, to all y'all, shout out and salute to y'all for making this thing happen every year. Pandora Holloman. Hi, family. Congratulations to all coaches. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Joshua Brent Bentley. Hammer Bentley loves the Diamond Sports Group, makes this his ninth event. Every one of them have been fire, right? Best organization they are. Best organization they are. Well, appreciate you. Appreciate you right there.
Now, look, bro. You don't know who this kid is, but he's standing around 5'9", 5'10", sixth grader now. He's standing around 5'9", 5'10", give or take an inch, and right now he's about 220.
What?
Lineman. Yeah, yeah. He was a player of the year a year ago or so.
Hey,
Great
Joshua,
football.
I need that picture, man.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
y'all gonna have me running around here like crazy. I got
Hammer.
me. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all my schedule here in a minute, but man, as soon as I touch that, y'all got me wanting to jump up and go watch a practice, and I don't ever like to watch no practice. Huh?
Right,
Love the
right.
diamond. Xavier Blue says love that diamond showcases and doesn't rank the talent. Okay, showcases and doesn't rank the talent. So everybody's treated equally, fairly. I'm assuming is what you're
I
saying,
think
right?
I think I think um that comment kind of went over your head, but I can break it
Okay.
down to
All right, go ahead.
you. You're
Please do.
starting to see a lot of people gravitate to ranking youth football players, right? I'm
Uh,
not saying it's
I got
not
you.
saying it's a place to do that, but if you really think about it and you really
Mm,
sit back and really pull yourself away from that mom and dad and tell me exactly how this one organization had enough resources to go all over the country
mm.
to verify that your son was the best lineman in the third grade when a high school rankings don't even have the money to do that, right?
And that
So
that you got
no,
a
they
point,
ranking the kid
right?
because if you rank just because they came to your event, they ran a 40 at a third grade level. Yeah, you rank them, but sometimes that hurts a kid because he thinks he's the best kid in America. But then when he get to my event and I put a kid in front of him that has 0 stars and no ranking, and that kid dominates him, now what? Right?
Ooh.
Rank. We would never rank a kid. I'm never gonna rank a kid. Now I can tell you if he's one of the best running backs I've seen. I can tell you if he's one of the best running backs I've seen all year. And notice I say I've seen because some of them I have not seen. So it's
Right.
impossible to tell you that your son is the best kid in the country. But if you want to prove that you're one of the best, meet us in Arizona at the elite game because
Ooh.
the kids that have played in that game have went on to be Division I football players. That's so it's not. I'm not. I can't. With 11 years doing it, I can show you proof that what I'm saying is true. So we don't do that. First started right. We talked about it's your time to shine because I felt like everybody concentrates on the top 10 or 20% of athletes. Well, what
Yeah.
about the other 80? Those kids still go D1. Those
Yeah.
80% still go to the NFL, but nobody cares about them because they rank. If you only ranking 100 youth kids, but there's a million kids out there, I got a chance, right, of showcasing a top kid if I go after the 80%.
Yeah.
So when we first started, we went out of the 80%. We still got some of the top 10, but we went out of the 80% to 90%. Now we've changed the whole mission statement because for 2025, we just want to teach and showcase athletes at an excellent level. That's what it's about. That's what Diamond Sports Group is about. That's why we came out with the camp
Ooh.
because the problem
Huh.
and all these kids are really good. But what happens when you get in front of a kid that's equally as good as you? It's normally the kid with the best technique wins, right? And the best heart wins.
Right.
Let's get back in the game of football. That's what our Diamond Football Academies will be doing in 2025.
Ooh-wee. It sounds like iron sharpens iron, even over there at Diamond Sports Group. Listen, you got a chance. You got a chance. Like, share, and follow Diamond Sports Group via social media, if you will, and find out what is going on. Ronnie, don't laugh. I see you laughing, Ronnie. Hey, listen, I play it. You know I'm gonna play it. All right. Oh, here we go. Another one. Kelly Gottardo. I know I got that right, Miss Catardo. There we go. Kelly, been going to Diamond since second grade. We are now coming to our fourth Diamond event. They get better and better every year. Ooh wee! I can't wait. Can't wait. I can't wait. You guys got me more excited to go to this than y'all. I'm super excited just even being here, getting all this information in. Yeah, I know you had to mess with me, Ronnie. I know you had to mess with me. All right, but it's going down, ladies and gentlemen. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. If you're in the area, New Year's Eve-ish, okay, you want to come down and see some great fire games. Diamond Sports Group will be at Doug Shaw Stadium in Myrtle Beach, 27th through 31st. I believe I'm coming down that Saturday, which would be the 28th. We have games on the 29th. On the 30th, we will be doing media hour. I think it's more than an hour. I think it's about like 3 hours if I'm understood correctly. We go out there between myself and Coach Don and his team. We'll pick out some players that can come sit down, want to have a rapid taste. Some of the veterans that have probably been there for a while. You've been coming back. If Coach Don Sr. and his team approves, you get to come on in. Even if not, come on through, get a selfie. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself, PhD YouthSports, the professor. Let me know how your experience has been. I love hearing those type of stories, how your experience has been at Diamond and everything going on. Rodney Allen, what's going on, big dog? Hey, listen, if you're just now tuning in, Rodney, we're right here with the CEO of Diamond Sports Group, none other than Coach Don Britt, right now in the building. All right? It's happening. So we know that right now, to catch y'all up, okay? 11 years. Diamond Sports Group has been around. Started in Myrtle Beach. And here we are, year number 11, getting ready to do it one more again. All right. From the first one done, from the first event up now to the 11th event, what are a couple of things that you have learned that made you? I'm pretty sure you had to have gotten better. You couldn't have gotten worse, or else you wouldn't have stuck around for 11 years. So, what made two things that probably made you better?
I think again the rosters. Like I think when we first started, the rosters were so uneven. You know, I had teams 40 something to 2, and 50 something to 12, and it was just so lopsided.
Yeah.
We didn't properly do the rosters because that was one thing, and the other thing that hurt it because you was allowing coaches to bring their kids, and then also you was allowing coaches to stack their roster. So one roster could have had a coach, whatever. What one of y'all good teams in South Carolina, Fort, I think I saw them
Yeah.
on the UI
All right.
online. If I got the Fort coaches the coach, and he had 8 of his kids, right? But we just augmented and gave him 10 more Diamond kids. But then the other team was straight Diamond kids, and they don't know each other. The Fort coach won because he
Oh,
had more continuity,
yes.
right?
Yes.
So now we no longer let a coach coaches a bunch of his kids from his team. We don't do that. You can have a couple of kids, one or two, but we don't even do that because now the way it is most of my coaches don't even truly have a team anymore. They're high
Right.
school coaches. A lot of the guys that's on staff are high school coaches, varsity JV, or they're just guys who coach for years and all they do is come back and coach Diamond. Then we have some guys that's youth coaches, but they don't bring their kid if they kid is on another grade level. And
Right.
that's important, man, because as a parent, it happened to me. And as a parent, you get there and this other team is just basically a team that was already together. That's not an all-American game. That's a
Right.
tournament. That's a guy team in a tournament. So we no longer let coaches coach their own kids. The roster, we have every week we renorm the roster. So as it's a living, even after we released it today, that's the last time we did a norm this morning. We made sure that the rosters were even. And
Okay.
as you see, as the years went all of our games have been pretty close. You know what I'm saying? It has not been many blowouts. But those first couple of years, there was a lot of blowouts because we didn't know what the heck we were doing. We were just
Right.
throwing this thing together. But now, um, and we got team managers. We don't have a mandatory play, but we do count some stuff, right? We have some
Right.
analytics. So if you come up to me after the game and say, my son only played 2 plays, I don't know if he did or not because I may be working, right? I'm
Right.
watching the game. I'm watching right? I'm watching, whatever. It's only one game I get to watch, and that's my son. My son 6 years, he plays. And guess what? My son hasn't won a game in 3 games because
Yeah.
the talent is equal. I didn't even stack my own son's team. I don't
Right.
want to see no game like that. Do you know how boring it is to coach a game, an
Hey,
event at 8 o'clock in the morning, and
hey,
you
hey,
watching boring football?
listen, if you talk about
No,
coaching
sir.
it, how about announcing it? Announcing it is like, man, when that thing is just straight lopsided, that has got to be that's got to be my top three worst feelings in the booth is sitting there, and then parents not showing up is that's up there. But anyways, but no, I know exactly what you mean. Not stacking the teams, keeping it even keel, getting the team involved, making sure that you're making the right decisions. Is it a lot of film to go through? How do you make sure that it's even across the board?
Film, familiarity,
There
right,
you go.
with the players, yeah, right, and just us, the scouts coming together, and then the coaches kind of knowing the kid. It gets easier as they get older. It's harder
Right,
at the lower level.
right.
But yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, because in third grade, you're gonna, the kid just might have had a good game or something like that. But hopefully, coming to Diamond, you get with the coaching staff. You probably learn some other techniques that you might be able to take back with you to your hometown, right? Because to me, these type of games it's an individual accolade. Okay, you don't necessarily need your coach's permission and things like that, man. Parents, listen, go do your due diligence. All right, that's why we're here, right? That's why we're here. That's why PhD Youth Sports had no problem. Let's sit down. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the event. Get me to know Coach Don. Get you to know Don Britt, the CEO, Diamond Sports Group in a whole. That's what we're here for. So somebody asked, uniform drop. I learned that what I earned that top fan
Well,
badge. Somebody earned that top fan badge.
hey, so something that's different between us and any other entity that does a game. Um, One big thing is, well, it's two big things. If you really pull back the onion of youth football and you look out there, when they're announcing their game and they're saying that they put what the jerseys look like, they let you know they putting all of that in front because they like you to look at the eye candy of the flyer,
Right.
right? That's how they're game. Or we're gonna play a game in Dallas Cowboy Stadium, so they drawing you to, you're going to the game for the stadium, not necessarily the people that's running the event. Or
True.
you're going because you like the swag, how the book bag look. We don't release that. We don't
Ooh.
release it. You know, and we may release it, but we don't release it early. We will release it real late, maybe a couple of days before the game, or some
Ooh.
years they even get there. It was a surprise. They open up their bag and they see the uniform. They're like, "Oh man, these are fire." We don't have to use those tactics to get a player to play in our game, right? We don't have to do those type of things just to get you to play in our game. We don't do that. And then the other thing we don't do is we don't put fake sponsorships at the bottom of our flyer. You see a
Yeah.
lot of games and camps, and they got all these sponsored logo bottom of their flyer as if the event was sponsored by all these entities, and it's not true. We don't need it. We don't have any sponsors because we're not going to attach ourselves to any company that's not really going to help the kids. So if you're going
Right.
to come and do something that's going to help, going to give them something, I'm not asking you to give me anything, but I'm asking you, what are you going to provide for these athletes? And the only people you will see at the bottom of our stuff is Myrtle Beach, because we are a partner with Myrtle Beach. They bring us in. We have a relationship with them. Virginia Beach, we have a relationship, stuff like that. Cabarrus County, when we did the Summershine tournament. But we're not going to throw a bunch of people logos up there so you can think, oh, they're sponsored by Nestle cornflakes.
Right.
No, we're not. And so that's false advertising. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
not going to put or try to you that is not true and I don't believe.
Right. Right. No, and that's absolutely correct. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, listen, if you're listening in, these are not actual shots, but these are something that you should look out for, right? And true indeed, it's that's a part of doing your due diligence and making sure that you're calling, you're talking to people, you're asking the questions. If you don't know the type of questions you want to ask, as you get ready to talk to these people and get closer to it, write it down. Simply write it down. Same way, any other thing, so you can remember everything you want to say. Put it down there. Either email these people with these questions and thoughts, or have a conversation. A lot of them aren't afraid to give you their number and have that conversation. So that's something you need to look for. False advertising on e-flyers. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. What have some of y'all drug yourselves down to? Huh? What's going on? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, Chris,
We ain't.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just gonna say when I first started 11 years ago, it was only two major games. It
Yeah.
was the East Bay game down at PU, and it
Yeah.
was the NUC All American game. That was it. There,
Yeah.
there was no other games that people would go to. And then there was a guy down in Miami that started his as well. After if you look out there now, you can't even count the amount of people that say they have All Star and All American games. You
Right.
can't count. It's so many, and they're every week. They're everywhere. They're low end. There's some low end ones. There's
There's
some
some.
high end ones. There's some. The problem is we're all judged by every event, right? So if
Oh, of
that guy
course.
on the lower, right, if he doesn't do right by those parents at his event on that local level or wherever he does it at, that hurts a parent and says, you know what, I don't want to go to Diamond because it's probably going to be just like that. That's the same if you drive a messed up car. I sell you a messed up car, but then I say your car is a lemon, is bad, but then I come bring this Bentley in front of you. You're going to tell me, no, I don't want the Bentley because the Toyota that you gave me went bad. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So they don't no more. So people stop believing that these events are good. Let me break it all the way down.
All right.
No, if your son goes All American game, he's not going to be a Division One player after that. No, he's not. No,
Right.
he's there to showcase his skill, to show what a kid from Alabama can do against a kid from New Hampshire. They can do against a kid from West Virginia. They can do against a kid from Ohio. That's what we got. We represent 40 something states at all of our events each time. And it gives you a chance, right, to measure how your kid is on the level against. And that's why we don't go age based. Everybody
Right.
goes age based. No, we're going to go grade based. You know why? Because when you get to high school, these are the guys that you're going to fight against for your offers. These are the
Yeah.
guys that those colleges are for, right? So you need to know right now, as a fourth and fifth grader, seventh and eighth grader, who is in your class. Who are some of the guys that they're your friends, but you're going to fight for that 20, 30 scholarships at whatever schools that's out there.
Gotcha. I like it. I like it. Mandy Fitzpatrick says, "Hey, from Florida, down in Nationals is BFE over everybody down there. North Charleston, I see y'all still down there. Keep doing your thing." Irvin, what's happening, man? What's good? You already know what it is, man. Friday night hype hour. We right here just wrapping the taste a little bit with Coach Don Britt, the CEO of Diamond Sports Group. Right? You got the Diamond Youth All American game coming up December 27th through the 31st. December 27th through the 31st is going down Myrtle Beach. Come on, man. We had Doug Shaw Stadium. First time for me, first time with Diamond Sports Group. We trying to see if we can build a relationship right about now. We gonna see to get this thing popping. So y'all already know what I'm about to go out there and do. For those who've seen me before, y'all already know what it's about to get. You already know we're about to get down. Harlan Futrell. I hope I got that right. Harlan Futrell Senior says Diamond definitely the best all-star, all-American game doing it. All the way from STL. St. Louis in the building. St. Louis in the building. All right. Well, appreciate you, Harlan. Appreciate that. Diamond in the rough. Fifth grade blue, third event. Palmetto Hurricanes. I know the Palmetto Hurricanes. I know that they from Myrtle Beach. That's Myrtle Beach right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, we got
BFE.
some soccer, man. We got a
Yeah.
lot of them.
Yeah. Now, I know we've talked before about South Carolina. We have some representing. Of course, we'll go one question to the other. South Carolina shows up somewhat, right? So again, it's an individual based thing. You don't need your coach's permission or anything like that. The information be right here, ready and available here for you. But South Carolina, in numbers wise, how does South Carolina fit into some of these Diamond All American games?
So when you ask me that question, and I'm a guy of principle and trying to tell the truth to give you the
Right.
exact right. So I just pulled up the rosters, right,
Okay.
and so actually it is uh actually 77 kids.
77. Okay. Okay. All right. South Carolina stand up a little bit. Y'all can stand up a little bit. Yes. Yes. Y'all know I'm SC now. So come on. Come on. Y'all already know what it is. All right. Right here with one and only CEO Don Britt, Diamond Sports Group, with the Diamond Youth All American Bowl coming up here December 27th through the 31st. It's going down to Myrtle Beach. Doug Shaw, of course, with your guy, the one and only Skybox Bully, in the booth. All right, for all the games, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make that thing. It's gonna be jumping. It's already jumping, right? And everybody's still chiming in. I see you. We are coming from SoCal. What? Hey, Coach Harlan, see you in January, says Mike Lee. What's up, Mike? Oh, man, listen. And that's another thing, Don. What about the relationships built with these parents? What about the ones that you've seen repetitively, like you said earlier, from the third grade all the way up to the eighth grade and all that? What's that relationship like with the parents?
Again, I like I always say, Diamond is a family, right? And so anytime, any of us see each other throughout the year when it's not football time or we're not in an event, is always love.
Yeah,
We always help. It's about helping each other. The biggest thing about these events, can you go to these events and be a part of a network of people that can help you in with with your son and be a village, right? And be
right,
a help. And that's what life is about. And some people always say it's not what you know, it's who you know. And knowing a lot of these parents, and you start to find out that there are lawyers, doctors, regular people as well, teachers and coaches and all that. They are from all walks of life. We have people who are millionaires buying boats and saying, hey, let's go get on a boat. Then we got people that work at Burger King. We are a true representation of what the United States look like. Just like you see, we have
right.
people from California all the way over here in December to play football. You know what I'm saying? We have a strong West Coast presence, strong North, strong South. I mean, it's crazy, man. But these parents, I look on social media, they all hanging up together. Somebody done went over, they send their kid right, another kid for a week. Like they do some stuff that
Wow.
I probably
Yeah,
but I think one word just says it, and it's family, man. Family.
yeah. I love seeing that. I've been to a couple events in the past where it was like that. You've had parents that they see each other every year at these one or two events. Their kids start to get to know each other, whether they're playing on the same team or against each other from time to time. And the parents even start gelling. They start becoming friends. And like you said, from the East Coast to the West Coast, North and South. Uh, Harlan says, "Hey, Mike Lee, see you guys then." Xavier Blue. Mike Lee, West Coast, I ain't about the West Coast now. Hey, hold up now, Xavier. Yeah, I'm dirty now. We in the South now. You coming to the South? No, don't. No, I'm just playing, man. Come on, bring it. We can't wait. Pandora Holloman. Both of our guys have played with Diamond. All right, Pandora. Hope you had a great and wonderful experience. Right? You guys get to meet the players. Get to meet other players who might, sharpen their skills, help them out. Now, by position, some people, well, let me say some people. Heck, I even want to know sometimes. When you picking, obviously you're doing it by grade first and foremost, doing it by grade, but by position. How many do you have on that roster per position? Like two quarterbacks, two or three quarterbacks, an athlete. How do you look at it when you look at a position?
The ideal roster would be two quarterbacks.
Yeah,
Um, and it has been times where we had three or four, and then what ends up happening is we evaluated the kid for defense,
Right.
or he was a third grader that played quarterback. But if you sit and watch UIFL nationals and watch some of these 9U, 7U teams, the quarterback is what? He's really a running back. He's not
Yeah.
throwing the ball,
Yeah.
right? You want to put him at quarterback when he can't throw,
Right.
right? And so we normally roster the team like they're rostered right now, and then we do a final scrub of the positions when the parent, because a parent got plenty of video of the little Johnny out there playing. And
On
and,
offense, defense, they made a whole video out of the thing. But we just,
and film can lie, right?
yes.
Because you can be your son in the fourth quarter when the other team took all their players out and he's going crazy out there,
Yeah.
right? So don't lie, you know what I'm saying? Especially on a youth level. And some of these people learn how to speed the film up, so the kid looking super fast. Then you look at the referee, and he's 400 pounds, but he's running like he Carl Lewis. I know
Yeah.
you sped up, you know what I'm saying? So I've learned to look at years, man, to know if that kid can really play, and that's why we continue to evaluate them. They get evaluated once when they get into groups, and
Yeah.
then one evaluation at practice by the coaches. But we like the roster quarterbacks, around 4 or 5 running backs. And I know a lot of people say, well, it's only one guy getting the ball, but at the end of the day, 4 or 5 running backs, four receivers. But we like to have heavy linemen. We like
Yeah.
to have a lineman, some DBs, and some linebackers. We know kids on the youth level go both ways, and we've done it all, bro. We've had
Right.
rosters where it was on 17, it wasn't enough. We've had rosters that was 35, that was too many. So we like to stay anywhere between that. When we first roster, somewhere between 23 and 28, because
Okay.
for what, right? You got to think about what just happened.
Yeah.
Last week had nationals. About 4 entities had nationals. Now we got
Gotcha.
like
Don't
two
do that. Don't do that.
nationals, right? And next week, FBU and all them will have nationals, right? And
Right.
so, man, we got 12 nationals in the world. So all of these teams are okay. Never mind. I'm not gonna go down that route. But anyway,
See, that's a whole
if
nother
you heard,
show. That's a whole
yeah,
nother show. Hold on.
I can come back on if you really want to talk about it. But
Hey,
um,
we might have to do a part 2 after we do.
I I I come back on, man, because I don't seen it all, and I know people can say whatever. I understand what we are in the marketplace. I
Yeah.
know it's not cheap to play in our event, but some people drive Mercedes, some people drive Toyota Corollas.
Right.
Both are good cars, but one is going to be a little bit better. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's
It is
it.
what But I tell you what, we have perfected the roster the right way.
Yeah.
A lot of I bet you go to the game and a parent just watching, they can ask themselves, yeah, he rostered my son at a certain position, but when I got there, the coach had no idea what my son played. And
Right.
and that happens. So we tell the coaches, no, that kid can't come to first practice and say, yeah, I played linebacker. But it's nothing that said he played linebacker and he was a lineman. You can't do that. You can't
Yeah.
get to the
Nah. You're not gonna change that at the last minute.
right.
Yeah. You can't. There's no way you can do that. So, folks, you know, I've seen some of these events. Right? I haven't seen a whole bunch, but I've seen and I pay attention to how people are loading up. And he's right. You never want an unbalanced team, first and foremost. You don't want the unbalanced team. Um, to turn around and just let little Timmy come play whatever position he wants, you're going to be all over the place. Or maybe he's not the greatest at that position. So I guess my question would be, have you ever changed? I know you changed the position. You ever had to change the team for that kid because it was unbalanced right there last minute, or more? Now we change the position before we change the team.
No, because what happens between now and December 26th
Yeah.
is the coaches and their players are in a private Facebook group together.
Okay.
And in the next week and a half with open film study, learning the plays. So they're preparing before they come to the event, right? They,
Oh,
they can't go out there and practice right now, but you can practice mentally through social media. And so we put them in a private group and those coaches. So we hate to take a kid after he's learned the plays and he know the philosophy of that coach and
and
put
put
him
him.
on. No,
Yeah, nah. Okay. I
yeah.
like. And listen, that is different. That is different. That is
Yeah.
different. I kind of that's and thinking outside the box. I really like that. So the plays and everything are in there. They're on their private group chat. Probably the kids, coaches, probably a couple parents. I'm not sure, but everybody's in there. You're seeing the plays. You're seeing what it's going through. You're having your chats, your conversation. Everybody's joining in. Do you all understand? That's not too shabby, especially it's 90% mental anyway, right? So now you get out there, and some of these kids at events, all-star games, showcases are getting there and trying to learn a lot of the stuff on the fly, right there
Right.
between that 1.5 practice that you may have, might be two max. I'll give y'all two. All I've been seeing is one or two. But anyways, you get out there within a 1.5 day,
3.
three.
So we
Don's nice.
got
Don's
3.
nice. He says 3. I'm saying I've seen some that had 2, but they're practicing mentally. Hold on now. They're practicing mentally because they're in a group, already in a group chat, rosters, set, lock. This is your group, join it. And there you go. Here are the plays. Here's some defensive schemes. You guys kind of know it. Do you understand it? Then they turn around and have a video call and have a video practice, right? And coaches putting the stuff up there, explaining it, walking down that stuff. Come on, man. Come on. Argue with your mammy, man. That y'all cannot say that you're. I'm not easily impressed, but that right there is thinking outside the box. Let me tell you. And I want now we're gonna see December 27th through the 31st. All right. Diamond Sports Group will be right in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Doug Shaw Stadium. We're going to see if that technique makes a difference. That means by the time they get on the field, put their pads on, and get all their stuff together, that they know the play. We talking about boom, 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 5 or 6 plays, 7, whatever. What's the max plays that you think one of your coaches is doing on the team, or is there a limit?
No, it's not a limit, and we allow. I'm a man of, you know, I'm going to give you what the mission is, and you go
Yeah,
out there and do it, right? And so we elect just the head coach. He
yeah,
brings his staff, right, and the head coach knows what we expect. But we don't care how small or how
or
big the
expensive.
play list
Okay,
is. Here's the reason, right?
yeah,
Once we have the team, we don't want nothing else to do with the team other than we're going to be the event
right,
orchestrator. We don't want to influence anything of the outcome of the game, right? So I may know, hey man, you only running 5 plays, but guess what? That guy that does not coach well and doesn't have enough plays and doesn't understand how to scheme, he doesn't come back. We don't want bad coaches to come back and keep being bad, right? This is not a place to come learn how to be a coach, right?
right,
This is not. This is, and also, this is not a place to come and learn a new position. So a parent say, "Oh, I want him to learn how to play this." Well, he can learn that at Diamond Football Academy next year. But right now, he got to play the position that he played during the regular season. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
right, right,
yeah.
right. Brittany Long. Brittany Long says Diamond is the best. Thank you, Brittany. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay, okay. I like it. All right. Well, there you go, ladies. Listen. So that's a lot of. I know it's a lot of information. If you didn't get it all, go back, rewind, watch it. You can watch it on YouTube because we're live stream. We're live streaming right there. Also in the lab with the professor on YouTube. All right. So make sure you like, share, tell a friend, tag 2 more friends, and don't forget, watch us the 27th through the 31st. The 28th, we'll be there. All right. And you know us. We'll pop up. We'll start shooting live. We'll do videos, interviews, whatever it takes. Because we want to find out more about the in depth of what's going on with Diamond Sports Group and where better to be than Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Doug Shaw Stadium. Harlan.
And I might have to bring you in on the 27th, man,
Uh oh.
because
Uh
it,
oh.
you don't get the full effect of bowl week if you don't attend the opening
Uh
ceremonies. Like
oh.
if you don't attend that, it's still gonna be good, but you
Listen,
that
it's a simple phone call away. Just
yeah,
shoot the message. Let me know
yeah.
when everything's set up, and we there, man. We there. We
I,
we come. Yeah, we know we make it happen. We'll make it happen.
to
Harlan,
be to
yeah,
be in
Harlan
that.
says
Go ahead. What
no.
Harlan said.
Yeah, Harlan says the way Diamond system is set up is perfect. Kids give it gives kids the opportunity to get the mental down first so they can give their all once. And that's exactly what we're saying, Harlan. That's exactly where I was going at with, because I think it's a little bit more frustrating, all right, for a youth student athlete to come in there and, the coaches are there, they're mentally prepared, their character, their character is intact. They have been handpicked, vetted, if you will. All right. But now you come in and you give an opportunity to the kid to get out of that uneasy element. Check this out now. Check this out. Because some of you guys, some parents might have seen it. Because you watch some practice. We know y'all sitting right there on the edge and you're watching. But your child is a little confused about some articulated verbiage, right? The way the coach is coming across and things like that. But there it is for you to study in a group, right? If you have questions, ask questions. If it's something you're not used to, something you haven't seen, I'm pretty sure that the opportunity for you to ask questions or reach back out, you feel a certain way about it, reach back out to that coach on the side and say, hey, walk me through it, whatever you need, it's fine. Because that is somewhat of a disadvantage. And I'm pretty sure Don may or may not agree that now when these kids get up there, especially they start later, sixth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade, something like that. And the coaching style may be a little bit different where they're from. But now they come up here and they try to, it's almost like they're learning a whole new system, right? So they're like a deer in the headlights out there via offense and or defense. Have you seen that before?
Yeah, I mean something simple as numbering, right? Some people go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some people go odd and even, 2, 4, 6. 1, 3, 5. Some
Correct.
people go. Some people say run left, run right. You know what I'm saying? It just you don't know what they used to. And so yeah, it's important that those small things are put in the group. What are the whole numbers? So when I call 23, who's the two back? In my formation, who's my two back? Who's my three back? Who's my one back? Like that's important stuff because that
Correct.
kid knows what, coach so and so said in his regular season.
Right. Right. Do you think that per the age, per the grade, does that does it get more extensive or it kind of stays even kid? Well, you let each coach pick their own style. So I guess, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have been there before, these are some I might ask of the parents, right? How extensive how well did your child grasp these plays and the verbiage and things like that and the lingo, if you will, working with these other coaches outside of their travel team, their rec team, their wherever else that you're playing, how is that transition pretty
Well,
much?
let me tell you, while you got the parents chiming in, we put out when we do our award ceremony, we put out 3.5 and 4.0 club, and a lot of those kids have 3.5s or 4.0s. You'll be amazed at how many kids
Woo!
we have that come to our events. So I'm gonna be honest with you. On the third grade level, sometimes they can have somebody like Tony Ellis that's calling Boston 24 fly, 13 sweep, and they got to know what all that means. And he doesn't care if they third grade or eighth grade. He, like, he
He
might
wants you to run the
say
dang play. Y'all better run that play too. You better
gonna
know it.
run it,
You
right?
better know it.
And but here's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes I gotta let the guys know, hey man, don't forget you're a third grader. Because if the kid doesn't know it, okay, so when you think about playing sports and football, you
Right.
play fast. You play faster when you know what you're doing, right? And so that's why the mental part of being in the group before we get there is so important. Because if that kid is nervous and he's hesitating, he doesn't look the way he should look.
No, exactly. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No, that's absolutely correct. I'm pretty sure, like you said, number one, film can lie. You're absolutely correct. I don't know if he's playing against the second string, the third string, the kids who were supposed to get in, and now all of a sudden
Don't know.
your child mess. We're gonna do a whole nother show. Don's got to come back, y'all. This be his first time, and dang sure ain't gonna let it be his last. And the next one, we're gonna have to do a segment of rumor has it. That's the new segment that's coming to PhD Youth Sports. Powered by my man Ronnie Johnson. So we're gonna have to come back and rumor has it, yeah, your son ain't Timothy or Timothy either. All right, but we got to come back to that. But I do like that. I like the recruiting. I like the handpicked coaches. I love the fact that you guys are communicating well before. I've seen people do it before, but they did it more on an individual based, not so much as the All-Star game and or the showcases or the events or the tournaments. It wasn't them. It was people who turned around and started following this said event, right? And now all of a sudden they found out they're on the same team and they see the rosters have been put up and have been publicized and all that. And now they turn around and start reaching out to one another and find out what position your child play. And now they started their own group. Diamond Sports Group automatically puts this out there so you don't have to fret, worry about it. You're probably going to get somebody reaching out to you. However, right, if you're on Facebook, if it's on Messenger, if they have their own chat group, right, that you follow, you in. You just get to go tap in, have the coaches reach out to you via offense and or defense. There's no special teams in these things, ladies and gentlemen. So don't, I understand kickers, field goal kickers. I don't know of too many doing them. Don, do you do field goal kickers or not at this event?
So we do value the kicking game because we
Okay.
would never want to turn away a kid who that's going to be his specialty when he gets older. So
Oh,
if you want to get 2 points, you got to kick it.
got to kick. Ooh. Listen, hey, soccer players, don't be afraid to step up now. Listen, go
And
get your boot on. Get your boot on, soccer players.
another thing that was different that I changed. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people around the country play running clock, or they play 8 minute, or they might play 10 minutes. Some people we play 12 minute stop time. I want to
Okay.
give you playing time as I can,
Right.
right? And that my refs travel with me. They know Diamond Sports Group, and they've been with us for the last 9 years. And but we run a 12-minute stop time college type of thing, and the kids get a lot of playing time. Like I like to tell all the parents, some of y'all playing 8 minutes where you're from, or sometimes 10-minute running clocks. Your son is literally almost playing 3 games or 4 games when you add up all the time that we put on the clock for these games.
Right.
So yeah,
Wow. Okay. All right. I
yeah.
like it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, we're getting near the end because it's almost going to be showtime. It's about to be a show for real. All right. Going down December 27th through the 31st. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina brings back the 11th annual Diamond Youth All American Bowl. All right. You guys buckle up, hold on tight because this year, on the 11th annual, the birthday, if you will, your man's in the booth. We about to, whoa, man, come on. Myself, I got to bring the student with me. I got to bring the student with me. The student's rocking out with me. All right, so we about to kill it all weekend long, right there before New Year's. Now, Don, I have a tradition. I got to leave at that last game now. I got to leave at that last game. I got to be with my baby for New Year's Eve now. I got to be with my baby. So we'll make it back and do what it do. We can't wait for this event. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want more information, like, share, follow on all social media, Diamond Sports Group. All right. Don, what else? Any other information that you want to put out there to the people out there listening right now?
Just look out. As a matter of fact, registration is now open for our first ever Diamond Football Academies. And it's no water gun fight. You go to some camps, it's about water guns, or it's about testing a third grade on his 40 and his high jump. It's things that don't matter right now, right? What we want to do is break them all the way down, and we want to teach them technique that they were in camp to learn and will leave the camp to dominate. So our Diamond Football Academies are in 7 states over the spring and summer of next year, and it's going to be great. It's a 1-day camp, 8 hours of intense training. It's not a play. It's just nothing to play with. 8 hours of straight football, and we want to teach that kid how to play the game of football because we need to get back. We need to bring you football back down to earth and train and showcase and stop gambling and fighting and acting a fool.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Of it. And it doesn't make any sense. I know it's not going to ever stop, but if I can be the small part that helps us renorm this and start teaching these kids how to play football, how to be respectful, how to do all of that, because football is a microcosm of life. That kid that's acting a fool right now is going to be the same kid that's going to act a fool as an adult and end up in jail or behind or pointing a gun or looking at the barrel of a gun. And I don't want that for any of these kids. So Diamond Sports Group will be here to teach and showcase athletes for many, many more years.
There you go. Let's see. Xavier, still chime in. I see you. To sum it up, the biggest compliment a coach can receive coaching this event. Great job, coach. You look like you've been together for a full season, and that's impressive, right? Because you go to these games as a parent, even as a fan, and myself, a fan and a commentator, announcer, right? You go to these events and you can tell who's not clicking with it and who's not, grasping it right away. So you kind of question the practices and how they went. What did you do to get better? That's why, again, I know I keep saying it. Y'all like, man, come on, stop riding that. But that whole group conversation and being able to look at a semi playbook beforehand is genius. I like it. I like it. Julio says we coming to Bullhead City. But you guys have pumped up so much. You should have come to Myrtle Beach. You should have came to Myrtle Beach. Oh, we coming. Oh, we coming to Bullhead City. Ooh, come on
Yeah,
now.
that's our elite game, man. That's supposed to be the best kids we've seen all year, with a sprinkle of the best kids that the coaches of those teams have seen from their areas. Because
Whoa, wait. So wait a minute. Time out. Yeah, there's gonna be a part two to this. Don't y'all worry. Hold on, time out. Because wait. I know I worked about my little 8, 10, 12 hour shift today. And I ain't that tired. That I just heard this. Wait, this man just said he has a dang near. All right, you call it all star. Can you call it? I think I'm gonna call it all star. It might be an all star game of his all American games.
Mhm.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Y'all almost made me cuss just now. This man, but did you hear him? An all star game of his all American games. Y'all can argue with your mammy. Name somebody else is doing that. I'll wait. Tag him in it if you will. An all star game of the All American Bowls or the camps and everything. Come on, man. Come on. That's tough. That's tough. That's different and that's tough right there. Come on. You guys got to tap in. Tap in. Diamond Sports Group, like, share, follow. You want to come through? I can give you little information because I'm learning it just like y'all learn it, right? This is the first year PhD Youth Sports is going to Myrtle Beach with Diamond Sports Group. All right.
yeah,
My guy reached out. And shout out to Big Unk for even putting all this together. He knows who
yeah.
he is. He didn't want me to say his name. I know, but because he ain't that type of person. But listen, that dude checks on me, man, about once or twice every week just to see and makes me laugh and then gets right off the phone. I'm like, this man leaves me smiling every single time I talk to him. Unk, hey, Big Unk, I salute to you, man. I can't wait to see you again because he definitely keeps me laughing every time we get together. Don, it's been, hold on. These folks ain't stopping. I got some more. Hold on. Joshua says, my son has always done great with every coach he has handpicked. He's had picked up quick. Diamond does great with coaches. Okay. And it starts with that. It starts with that. Now, one of the things I did say that was very solid, right? That Mr. Britt, that Don said was the character of the coach. I understand the winning, maybe not so much winning and losing, but you kind of, you're a great guy type stuff. The winning and all that stuff is great. You know, in the game is super. How can you relate that to these young student athletes? How can you talk to the head coaches? How can you deal with the other coaches who may think, hey, man, you can do this to that play? Are you receptive to that? Your character is being measured. Hello. Your character is now being measured. And you are being put within a standard. Simple. Simple. You got to come out there and show you all around great coach, right? So you got to be able to break it down to those kids. If you can't talk to new adults without the foolery and all the other stuff, I know darn well you can't talk to them kids and and try to break it down to them. Xavier Blue, once again, elite on the dome, elite
Yeah,
in the dome.
Yeah,
You
so we
just
when we
don't
go
be
over there, we play inside a climate controlled facility, a dome called Anderson Fieldhouse. So we don't have to worry about the desert sand or if it's too hot or too cold. We just turn AC on.
Hey!
We have a good time, man. And it's one of the best facilities we go into. That's not an NFL stadium. I get it. If you go in an NFL stadium, it's gonna be nice, but that's way too many seats for the amount of people that's gonna be there. It's
Yeah,
gonna be but this is a great feel. We love it in Arizona. We're never moving away from that as well. We kind of stay the same, man. Virginia Beach Sportsplex in
yep.
May, then Bullhead City in January, and those are our three biggest games. And we just enjoy what we see and putting on these showcases for these elite athletes all around the country. You know,
Man, oh man. Listen, I'm just gonna that's why I know, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are right here from the low country, South Carolina, some of y'all been watching me, been rocking me for years. You know I'm about to go do to this thing, right? Y'all know we about to do a Diamond Sports Group, right? You know we're gonna be in Myrtle Beach. Now we're getting told we might have to be there a day earlier. So from the 27th all the way through the 31st. If you didn't sign up, that's okay. I'll bring some of y'all along with me. We pop in and out of the lives. We're going to show you what you missed out on. Diamond Sports Group. All right. Diamond All American Youth Bowl coming up. Man, oh man. Coach Don, let me hold on. I almost left him out. Boom, and then there we go. There we go. Heck yeah, wasn't gonna leave him out. We got too good. We're gonna definitely, first of all, say thank you for bringing this here to the platform, allowing us to join you and your family here at the 11th annual Diamond Youth All American Game with Diamond Sports Group. We can't wait. We can't wait to have a ball. We can't wait to meet all of the staff, everybody who's involved with this, because so far it's sounding like the event of events. There's more than one that's going around, so make sure you like, share, and follow Diamond Sports Group. If you're at Diamond Sports Group already and you want to know what's going down, PhD YouthSports will be there all weekend long. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Come up and meet a friend, shake a hand, do whatever you got to do. Get the selfie. Show your love because I'm going to show it right back. The more energy, Diamond Sports Group and fans and family, the more energy you give to me, you will have no idea how deep I'm going to reach down and give you the same energy right back. Between the crowd having fun, the music, everything's there. We are about to have a ball all weekend long right there and bringing in the new year the right way. All right, with Diamond Sports Group. Hey, Coach, any shout outs, anything you want to say?
No, I just want to thank you for allowing me to come on tonight, man. And I just want to shout you out. I don't really, as you see, and you can probably look out. I don't partner. I don't do too many interviews with too many people.
Right.
But I researched you. I looked you up for a couple of weeks before I even agreed to even talk to you on the phone.
That's
And I
right.
just you're doing some great things out there for those kids. And whether this is the first and only time you deal with us or you deal with us forever, I just want to let you know what you're doing is wonderful. I salute you, my brother, because it's not a lot of people that's out there that's doing it just genuinely because they want to showcase what they're showcasing in their area. There's a lot of people that do it, right? If you got a camera or an iPhone, you can be a YouTuber or a podcaster. But I've watched you. You're doing some great things, and I can assure you that my family, my Diamond family, are going to continue to subscribe to your channels, and we're going to help you grow just like you need to grow as well. So God bless y'all and your family, man. We love you.
Hey, we
Yes, sir.
appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. That's big coming from Big Don right there, man. Real solid guy. We appreciate you for the opportunity, and we're hoping that we come out there and it'll be a success as always, and we just add just a little bit more to it. We're gonna add just a little bit of flair. The game's already gonna be there. The roster's already set. We're not showing the uniforms. I'm gonna talk to Don. Y'all know I want that exclusive. Y'all know I want that exclusive to bring the uniforms. Well, I'm gonna talk him into it. That's what I'm saying out loud in front of everybody. So I might just put him in the corner and say, "Bring the uniforms right here." We come right back, maybe a few days before, and just pop up and show you the uniforms, and then jump right back off. I love that fact even more. Listen, you don't show the uniforms first. The rosters are evenly keeled, so there's been study going behind that. The group chats that gets you used to the playbooks, whether it's offense or defense, all the information, everything being out there, the research you and your team have been doing is amazing. Amazing, top tier. From the sounds of it, 5 stars. We're going to see. We're going to come show up and show out December 27th through the 31st, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Doug Shaw Stadium. I'm going to take some of y'all with me. Some of y'all that's already going, hey, meet me there. Beat me there. Don't meet me there. All right. And for those who
Hey,
aren't going, yes.
one thing about the rosters, the coaches don't even know who on the roster until today. They only knew,
Ooh.
so the
They
roster
just
was already.
got rosters. Matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, rosters just got released a few hours ago. All
Yeah,
right, not too long ago, the rosters just got released. Now, today is the 13th. Today's the 13th. You're finding out just a couple of weeks, literally just a couple of weeks before you're finding out who's on the roster. Now you go through and you start your game planning. Now you
right.
know who you're looking for. You can put the plays out there and stuff like that. But guess what? You got to come show and prove again. You can know the playbook. You can know all that stuff. You bet you know your teammate. We'll say your teammate. Your teammate may or may not know it a little bit better than you and perform a little better. So make sure that you are all the way ready. All right. They're going to shoot it again. You're going to find out your starters, your backups, all that type of stuff. 28, 25, 28 to a roster, right? No max of more than 30 because it's hard to get anybody in when you start getting up to those high numbers. All right. Coaches got a lot of stuff going on, but it's just still hard to get somebody in and make sure that everybody gets reps and playing time. And it doesn't matter where you're from. Doesn't matter where you're from. I get it. That's a whole nother show. I ain't gonna repeat what Don said, but the rankings that we think are the rankings, we're going to have to do a part two. We got to do a part two on that one because I got to get more in depth on that. But for as far as Diamond Sports Group goes, it don't matter, right? Ranked, unranked, call it what you want, argue with your mammy. Come on in there and show and prove what you can do at Myrtle Beach, Doug Shaw, right? 3rd grade all the way up to the 8th grade is going down. Uniforms are not released. It's not about the flash and the swag. It's about the man behind the young student athlete behind that uniform and come out there and do what you do, right? Big dog style. Y'all already know what it is, man. Hey, we want to thank y'all for coming out, man. Appreciate you. Have a blessed Friday night. We hope that you are safe to and from your destination. And I can't wait to meet a lot of y'all coming up. New Year's Eve weekend, baby. It's the rock, baby. It's the diamond. I'm going to go ahead and start throwing it up just because I'm going to say, hey, I'm already in there. I'm gonna throw it up one time for the one time. All right. See y'all there. The 29th and the 29th and the 31st of the games. In between those times, man, we're talking practices, a lot of stuff going on. Check your itinerary. Check your itinerary. I gotta check mine again because the day just got added to it. I might have to come in there on the 27th. Huh? And come meet y'all as y'all get ready to come in so I can do my meet and greets, a couple of interviews, whatever we need to do. Well, dang sure gonna make it happen. Y'all already know. It's PhD. It's always bigger than the game. Along with the diamond.